Question number 6. 2-point charges of 4 microcoulomb and 16 microcoulomb are separated by 10 millimeter. A point P is at 8 millimeter from the 4 microcoulomb charge and 6 millimeter from the 16 microcoulomb charge. So it didn't mention that the P is in between them, and then the distance, if you add 8 plus 6, is not equal to 10, it's greater. So basically this is actually telling us that the point P is actually making it a triangle. Okay, so if we were to draw it, it's gonna be Q1 point P, this is Q whatever, sorry, not Q whatever, Q2. Let me just draw it properly. Okay, so ini adalah Q1, ini adalah point P. Why do I make it look like a charge? Okay, boleh lah tu. And this is Q2. So this is 10 millimeter. This is 6 millimeter. This is the 8 millimeter. Okay, so this is how it looks like lah if you were to visualize it. Okay, but then you don't actually need it to determine for electric potential, because electric potential is it's basically a scalar quantity. It's not basically, it is a scalar quantity. So you don't have to see direction, you just have to know the magnitude. Okay, and basically the questions has already given us most of the information, but then drawing it is making it much more easier to solve it, because you see where the position of the charges are. But if you can't do it, you don't have to do it. For electric potential saja, okay? Untuk electric force and electric field, you need to be able to draw the diagram. Okay, so now the electric potential at point P is just the summation of the electric potential of charge 1 and charge 2. Okay, so this is going to be equal to K. I extract it out because it's a constant. This is Q1 over R1 plus Q2 over R2. Okay, so this is 9 times 10 to the power of 9. Q1 is all are positive, so you don't have to put any negative sign there. So the distance R1 from point P is 8 millimeter, which is already mentioned here. Point P is at 8 millimeter from the 4 microcoulomb charge, so that's why I said it's not really that important for you to draw it, to sketch it. It's not, you don't really need to, but if it's making the calculation easier, why not, right? Q2 is 16, and then the distance is 6 millimeter. Okay, so from there, just substitute that into your calculator, calculate it, add, and it will give you 2.85 times 10 to the power of 7 volt. So that is the electric potential at point P. That is for question A. Question B, we have to calculate the electric potential energy, that is U, of a charge placed at point P. So we know that electric potential is QV. So this is going to be at point P lah, sebab the charge is placed at point P. So the electric potential will be equal to the electric potential that is at the point. So this is going to be 10 times 10 negative 6, 2.85, 10 to the power of 7. So this is equal to 285 joule. Alright, So that is on question number 6. So this is what you need to know is for electric potential, if they ask you to calculate it, just add all the electric potential of the charges lah. So you don't have to consider the direction because it is a scalar quantity. And then if they're negative charge, you have to include the sign lah. Tapi sekarang ni for this question, both are positive charges. Sini pun sama, kamu perlu include dia punya sign. Kalau dia cakap di sini negative 10, sini kamu perlu ada negative 10 lah. Alright? Okay, so that is on question number 6.